Hello, hello to my Air Zodiac signs. My Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Last month for you, we had the mask as your theme and then Pluto as your transitionary energy. So what we're going to do today, we're going to continue on. We're going to get a new theme card from our archetypes deck and then a new transitionary energy theme card from the alchemy deck. And then we'll get a little bit more specific for each zodiac sign with our Light Seers Tarot, getting 3 cards for each sign, giving you a little bit more specific reading. So let's get started. We'll pull this out and get our next card. I'll kind of have these ones up here so we know what's happened for last month and see how this energy is changing and shifting. So archetypes deck for our Air Zodiac signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Please give me the theme card for them for December of 2022. What is their Air Zodiac themes? Our air signs, what is the theme for them for December of 2022? Thank you. That one? Nope, 2. Bottom card, thank you. The Mentor. Okay. The Mentor after the mask. That over there. And now our alchemy card. Hello, alchemy deck. So with the Mentor out, please give me the transitionary theme energy card for our air signs, our Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses. How is this energy changing and transitioning with the Mentor for December of 2022? I know, lots of words. No, that's too many cards. Lots of words, but how is our energy changing and transforming? You want that one? No, there's 2 there, though. Nope. Nope, you just got to do 1 if you're going to do it that way, please, alchemy. So, how is our energy transitioning here with the Mentor for Air Zodiac signs? This deck's a little hard to shuffle sometimes. Okay, let's clear you. Okay. Let's try again. Okay. So, energy needed for Air Zodiac signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for December 2022 in regards to the Mentor. Top card? Okay, thank you. The Moon, Luna. Okay, that took a second. Sorry, my Air Zodiac sign. So we got the Mentor out and we've got the Moon. So interesting that we have another celestial body after last month as well, because we had Pluto. So definitely got some spacey themes here with our Mentor and the Moon out. But let's take a little bit closer look at all of these here. So my Air Zodiac signs, from last month, right, we had the mask and Pluto, which is like big transformation energy in a lot of ways, figuring out what mask we're wearing, who we truly are deep inside of ourselves, and letting go and going through this like kind of destruction process of Pluto, the underworld, diving deep into ourselves and really kind of figuring out what's happened, who we are, why we want to be who we are, and that whatever process that was, whatever you ended up discovering is now showing up here with the Mentor and the Moon, right? So the Moon comes in to really talk about the quiet, psychic kind of intuition side. It's a very deeply intuitive energy, a much more kind of feminine energy as well, with really talking to and listening to our gut instincts, our intuition, our emotions, those deeper pieces of ourselves. And that psychic energy shows up as well with our Mentor, right? The deeper wisdom that comes in, a Mentor actually being the one to show us these things, to be that guide, that teacher, that sage, that guru, whatever the word is you want to use. That is that mentor figure in our lives. So it could be finding a mentor figure as you are progressing and learning these new things about yourself, or mentoring others as well as they're going through this process of learning and discovering things. But with what happened last month with Pluto and the mask, right, we are now trying to figure out how to progress forward, how to mentor ourselves in this new energy, in this new way of being that we discovered in November of 2022 with our mentor now in the moon. So since we've uncovered these new things about ourselves, right, this moon has shined these new, offered us this light, offered us this energy, right? The moon goes through those cycles where it progresses, where there's half of it's dark and then the other half is light. The whole thing is dark, the whole thing is light. It gets completely covered at different points as we go through like eclipse season, or it's covering other energy with that eclipse season as well. The moon is a very strong card and strong energy, but at the same time, a very subtle and quiet energy. And this discovery process about ourselves that happened with the mask and Pluto, we're coming out of it now into this energy of like, okay, hey, we know these things exist. We have awareness about ourselves now. We have awareness of the situation, what's happening. So now it's really time to listen and figure out ways to start interpreting and integrating this energy into our daily lives. And this happens with potentially somebody to mentor you, somebody to show you the way who's been through this process themselves before, so that way you have help in this journey, or you like finding resources, and maybe it's a process you've gone through before, my Air Zodiac sign. So now you are coming into this energy to mentor others in this process. You realized, okay, hey, I'm going through this process again. I've been through it once before, twice before, 3, 5, 10, however many times before. So you kind of know what it is, but you're seeing it in others now. So then you can offer that mentorship to those people as they're maybe going through it through the first time, or they're going through it the second time, but it's in a completely different regard, so they don't know how to handle it, right? So it's going to be different as we get into the specific, each of your specific signs. For my Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, this will show up in different ways, it feels like, for whether or not you are the mentor or you need the mentor, and what emotions and deeper intuition we're diving into with the moon here is what it feels like. So I'm very curious how this will pan out for each individual sign here, but these are our theme cards now for our Air Zodiac signs for December of 2022. When you are ready, feel free to hop down into the timestamps in the description box below. You can join me in your group specifically when you are ready, okay? I'll see you over there. Bye. Hello to my Gemini. So we've got the mentor out and we've got the moon out. So let's get 3 cards now from our Light Seers Tarot and see how this energy will progress and change for you throughout the month of December. So I'm going to pop these up a little bit up here and get our 3 cards. So first one's out for air signs, my Geminis. Okay, so Light Seers Tarot with the mentor out and the moon. Please give me 3 cards that'll help Gemini out for their December of 2022. Card number 1, please. Oh, almost. Card 1, please. Thank you. Okay, 7 of Cups. Card 2, please. Thank you. Okay. And card 3, please. You really want that one, don't you? Okay. Boop. Okay. Okay. Cool. So, interesting. Pull these down into frame. These ones down here. Okay, there we go. Okay, Gemini, so first card here is our 7 of Cups. Interesting looking one. I haven't seen that one in a while. We've got the Lovers in reverse. So here's it in the upright usually, but popped out in reverse this time. And then we've got the Fool. There we go. Okay. So here's our energy out for you, Geminis. Let's take a little bit of a deeper look at this now. So my Geminis, so we got our 3 cards out here. We got the Seven of Cups, Reverse Lovers, and the Fool card with the Mentor and the Moon out here. So Seven of Cups is usually talking about lots of ideas, lots of opportunities, lots of things kind of being presented to ourselves. But with these things, sometimes it can be really hard to make a choice because we feel like we have so many opportunities or ways for things to go. So then we end up with like confusion or not picking maybe necessarily the right thing for us at the right time because we don't know what's going on here, right? Lovers in reverse. Lovers usually a lot of times talking about a relationship, but also it's just about choices. It's about love, self-love, our relationships and partnerships with others. With these other cards out, it kind of feels more of a relationship to self, though. We'll get into that a little bit more here with the Moon and the Mentor, especially. And then the Fool is that beginning card in the Tarot and the Major Arcana, the Zero card, where those new opportunities start, these opportunities to jump into the next new adventure, depending on where we are in our lives. So with these 3 cards out and the Mentor and the Moon being our guiding cards, our theme cards for the month of December for you, Gemini, there is definitely a call to deeper intuition here for sure, with just especially with these cards out, right? Got my smoky quartz up here. See your smoky quartz specifically, but the Moon really digging into our intuition, right? Digging into what we feel, who we are, those deeper feelings. And with this, once we have this deeper awareness, that's where some of this confusion can come in here, where it's like all of a sudden these possibilities open up. You're seeing more things that you hadn't seen before, things that you want you're diving into deeper with, like, okay, hey, where do I go from here, right? These two, the Seven of Cups here and these the Lovers here, really tying in together in terms of choices and the choices we make and which choice is the right choice here, how to proceed forward, right? And with these opportunities coming in, it's an opportunity for us to really be deep within our intuition with this Moon energy here, the Luna, because that is going to help give clarity to the situation. It's going to help us figure out the right thing at the right time for us and for others that this may be involved with as well. Where the Mentor comes in, though, is maybe you need some mentorship for this. You have all these options and choices before you in this new way that you're going about life and choosing new things, starting on a new path over here with the Fool. And you might need a little bit of guidance here, a little bit of wisdom coming in to be like, okay, hey, how do I want to go about this? How do I want to proceed? What is the best way to proceed? I haven't done blah 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 thing before, so what is the advice you have for me? Asking somebody who has gone through that situation before, somebody just in general older than wiser that maybe has a little bit more life experience, or are you somebody for sure that you just know have gone through that situation? It doesn't have to be somebody older than you necessarily. Life experience is not necessarily tied with age, just age generally makes it where somebody has lived more life overall. It doesn't mean anything for the type of life experience and or the quality of it as well. There's definitely people I've met who are older than me that I feel like I have more life experience than, and people that are younger than me that I feel like have more life experience than me. So just keep that in mind. There's ways to find mentorship in any situation you're looking at. Find the experts in your field that you're looking at. Find the people online, Reddit, something like that, where it's like, okay, hey, I'm trying to learn this thing, or I'm trying to figure out this thing, how to go about this. Where's the best place to learn pottery? Where's the best place to learn this type of dance? Something like that, right? There's always experts and mentors and wiser people in whatever situation you're looking at, right? You don't want to be necessarily the smartest person in the room, because then it's hard to learn more and be taught more in the situation. And especially here with the Seven of Cups, there's a lot of confusion here. What's the best way to do whatever you're looking at? What's the best way to go about this new opportunity over here with the Fool? Because the new opportunity is coming in here for Gemini. There's a new opportunity on the horizon, the next new thing we're pursuing here that we're coming into. But we're worried about making the wrong choices here. Wrong choice for ourselves potentially, what's going to be best for us and our self-love and our care, but maybe there is somebody else in this situation as well, a partner, a family member, a friend, somebody else that is involved with whatever this deeper situation is, and we want to make sure we're trying to make the right choice for them as well, right? We're the Lovers, that it's a deep connection, a deep partnership, with ourselves or with another person. So since there's this new opportunity here and all these choices and somebody else involved here, we're trying to really make sure that we're making the right choice at the right time. So really digging in and trusting our intuition here with the Luna energy, the moon energy, and using the resources available to us and or finding the resources that are available with our intuition for this mentor energy here. So that way we can come into whatever this situation is, figure out which cup we're diving into, which cup's going to make the most sense. And maybe all the cups do make sense in the long run. They're all things that we want and want to try and accomplish and do, but maybe there's a specific order to do things in that makes the most sense here. That's going to be the most beneficial to yourself and to other people involved in whatever this is. So it's like, okay, hey, we have all 7 cups here. They're all 7 things that I want. They're something I want to do and take care of and be involved in and everything. But maybe the initial order you thought you were supposed to do them in isn't the one we actually should do them in. Or it's like, okay, you just need to clarify and make sure that this is the order that's going to be the most beneficial, that makes the most sense. And be willing to change that if it comes up, Gemini. That's going to be really important with this moon energy here, right? It's like that intuition, that trusting that intuition to make sure that, hey, this is what made sense at the time, right? We have to be willing with these new opportunities coming through to pivot when we need to change up the path a little bit, to even maybe take a completely different path if it's presenting to us and it makes more sense. And that's where this mentorship role really comes in. This mentor, whoever this person may be, is going to be really important too, because a mentor is going to have a higher perspective on the situation than you might. You don't have maybe the experience or the experience in life to see the bigger picture as a whole, but somebody who has been in that situation can mentor you for that. Be like, okay, hey, this is what's happened to me before. This is what I've been through. This is what I've seen others been through. And these are the paths and the options. So it makes more sense now at this time to take this step, to you pick this cup versus that cup, because this cup can come about later. You cannot take this cup and this will still be an opportunity you can capitalize on later, versus this one, maybe this other cup has a time limit on it. And it's one that you're going to need to put more energy into ahead of time or at the moment versus what you were thinking originally. It's really good energy, especially with the Fool here, to be open to the opportunities as they're presenting themselves and using our mentorship in order to lessen the confusion here with the 7 of Cups energy, my Geminis. So it's going to be really important, especially with the moon here and the Lovers. It feels like to be really in tune with the emotions and the intuition and deeper feelings that are happening here. Emotions, really a big, heavy energy with the moon here. The moon talks about our feelings in astrology. It does represent like our internal world, our emotions, our thoughts, who we actually really feel like we are at the core level. That's the moon, our moon signs here. And especially since there feels like there's lots of, with the Lovers out, there's a partnership here potentially, or other people this affects. It's going to be very crucial potentially to make sure that you're in tune. They're in tune with their emotions, whoever they are, and that you guys are communicating this as well. That you're communicating with each other about these emotions and feelings and how to go about the situation, right? Especially in a partnership with a Lover's energy, with like whoever this life partner is, potentially your spouse, who like it's a partnership to work and build together, and there's plenty of opportunity to have mentorship in this area as well. Your partner can mentor you, you can mentor your partner, you can have an older couple that mentors you both, and especially when we're working with a new opportunity, right? The Fool can, with a new opportunity coming in, it could be starting a new job. It could be starting a family. It could be moving somewhere else. It could be lots of big things, right? A Fool is, with the start of the major arcana, the start of that Fool's journey here is usually big things a lot of the time. Major arcana is big energy. And you have 2 of these cards out. The Lovers is a major arcana and the Fool here. So lots of big energy here, big opportunities coming in. Maybe moving out of country, like to a different country, moving out of the country, or like moving for a job. Something really big is usually here with the Fool energy, and a major arcana, more major arcanas here. And with that big choice, that new big opportunity, the Fool, that's where all this confusion comes in, right? With all these 7 of Cups. Okay, what's the best way if you're starting a new job potentially, right? Where it's like, okay, what's going to be the best way to handle my time? How's this going to affect my family? How's this going to affect my mental health, my self-love? How am I going to get to work every day? What's going to be the best path to drive, or what's going to be the best schedule for me to have if you have the opportunities to work out these things, right? With like a kid, for some, like there's a lot of cups and things to move around and change and figure out here with the Fool, if that's kind of the energy coming in with starting a family, right? Where it's like, okay, the best time and opportunity for it. Where's the kid going to go to school? Who's going to watch the kid? Who's going to how are we going to provide everything that's needed? Is our jobs stable enough? For like so many questions, right? You have so many questions, so many things that you want answered. And some of this can be alleviated here with a mentor, somebody who's been through that situation before, somebody who has been in that same situation you're looking at. So that way you can get the proper advice, right? So trust your intuition for who you need to ask this of. You want to make sure the people that you're allowing in your business, that you're asking this advice from, are going to have your best interest at heart here, that are going to give you good advice that will actually help clear out this confusion, help you make the proper choices here with our moon energy. So that's where this intuition is really, really strong and potent here for you, Gemini. And then making sure that you have lots of good communication here, especially with this Lover's energy, and progressing into this Fool energy, right? This new opportunity is very exciting, right? Those big things that I've listed, like moving to a different country, moving to a different place, starting a big brand new job, starting a family, getting married, like these are all really big, exciting things, and they can be really, really exciting. But if you get too bogged down, get too deep into the feelings and the darker side of the moon energy here, that's where all this confusion comes in. That's where it's hard to make the proper choice, feeling like you're going to make the wrong choice here with the Lovers in reverse. So having the perspective, the bigger perspective here with this mentor and this major arcana energy, where it's like, okay, these are good, big opportunities that should be exciting. And if we listen to our intuition with the moon here, we can find the proper people to ask advice from to help alleviate some of this stress and make the right choices at the right time for us. So we can live in this new opportunity in a very healthy, happy way moving forward, where it's going to be very beneficial for everybody involved in the situation, and moving forward in a way that is going to give long-lasting joy as the future progresses with this Fool energy here. So that's what we're dealing with in December here, Gemini. There's lots of things kind of popping up, going on the mind here with the Seven of Cups, and we're trying to make the right choice as we're pursuing this new opportunity that's coming up here. So definitely feel like some energy that's moving into the future here past December. I'll be curious to see how this progresses for you, but just keep all this in mind, okay, Gemini? Lots of good energy here for sure. So that is all I have for December. I hope you have a wonderful month. I will see you next time in January. Have a good day. Bye. Hello, my Libras. So we've got the Mentor out and we've got the Moon out for our Air Zodiac sign themes for December of 2022. So let's get 3 cards now from the Light Seers Tarot to get your specific energy for this month. Okay, that was all the cards. Come back here. Okay. So Light Seers Tarot for my Libras here with regards to the Mentor and the Moon. Please give us 3 cards to help out Libras for December 2022. Card number 1, please. Nope, too many. Card number 1, please. Okay, still too many. Okay. They're getting jumpy, so that's good. 1 card, please. Card 1, please. There we go. I want the Magician. Okay. Card 2, please. Thank you. Okay. And card 3, please. Third card, please. Oh, okay. Well, you will take the Ace just on the bottom there. Okay, how do you want the Magician? Reverse, okay. Keep that in mind. So let's get these all back down in frame. Okay. We've got the Mentor and the Moon with the Magician in reverse / kind of upright. We'll see how that actually progresses depending on the reading of the energy. This middle card here, let's see what this is. That is the 5 of Cups in reverse, and then we've got the Ace of Cups. So here's a good look at the Magician. Okay. And then here's the Five of Cups. And then the Ace of Cups. Okay, Libras, let's get a little bit closer look at everything here, see what we got going on. So my Libras here, so we got the Mentor out, we've got the Moon out, and we got our 3 card spread at the bottom here. So we got the Magician in reverse, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So what I'm seeing kind of off the bat here is there is definitely kind of some confusion that was happening here. The Five of Cups in reverse, usually in the upright, there's a lot of like disappointment and setbacks and pain and hurt that comes with the Five of Cups in the upright. With the coming in reverse, the situation's already happened. We're kind of past it a little bit, the initial upset of it. So we're definitely having some time to like recover and get back on our feet, so to speak. And with the Magician out as well, it's like we're kind of trying to figure out the next way forward, right? We're trying to move into the next part of this journey here. We're trying to move past and everything. We feel kind of stuck right now, though, with the Five of Cups in reverse, the Magician in reverse. There's just not like a clear way forward that we're seeing at the moment, that we are interacting with, that is helping us to progress in the way we were hoping, right? So especially like post like last month with the mask over here, right? The mask and our Pluto energy, Pluto being more of that destructive underworld energy, the mask we're showing ourselves. Post this situation up here, whatever was kind of taking place in November, maybe before that, or just however timing does work when you're seeing this video specifically, with that energy where it's like, okay, hey, we've been like this, we're in this like in between part right now, like that after that underworld journey with Pluto, where it's like, okay, hey, I figured out these things, I've seen these new things about myself. We're diving into these deeper emotions and feelings here with the Five of Cups in reverse and the Moon, but we're not quite sure how to progress this energy forward yet. We're not quite sure how to work our way into this Ace of Cups energy, which is a really great energy to have. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. So the opportunities that are presenting themselves, that are coming up here with this Ace of Cups, they're great opportunities. We know they exist. We know these opportunities are present. We're just not quite sure how to move and get ourselves into that energy yet with the Magician here. With the Magician showing up in reverse. Magician in the uprights, very forward, present, like go get energy, where it's creating your own reality, right? The Magician energy, that magic, creating your own reality around yourself with everybody else, and being able to manifest the things you want. That energy is a little bit more stuck and stagnant, however, with the Magician, where it's like, okay, we don't maybe quite know what we want. We don't know quite how to, if we do know what we want, we don't know how to get it. We don't know how to proceed forward. And especially with this Five of Cups, whatever this setback was, this feeling of failure here, it's hit our egos, as kind of what it feels like. It's like, okay, hey, I took this bruise to my ego here. I'm not sure quite what to do, how to move forward, how to go about things. We know that we have these beautiful opportunities ahead of us that were waiting for us. We're just trying to connect those points. We have point A over here and point B over here, but we don't know what the path is in the middle in order to get to point B. And where our themes come in over here with on the top here with the Moon and the Mentor is really how we do go about getting to the Ace of Cups energy in the long run. How we do go about working through this energy, right? The Moon here really talking about our feelings and how we use those feelings. The Moon in astrology is usually that internal self, our emotions, how we think about things, how we feel on the inside for our moon sign here, and that tying in very heavily with our Five of Cups here as well. The cups being those emotions as well, the water sign energy, the feelings, the deeper emotions, the intuition here. So we do have two cups energies with Five of Cups and Ace of Cups plus the Moon out. So heavy water, heavy emotional energy here for you, Libra, in the month of December. So with the Moon out being present as our transitional energy, really honing in on those feelings, honing in on what we're actually feeling deep down, honoring those feelings, honoring our intuition in order to help progress the situation, right? We use the Moon energy here to really figure out what we want, what we care about, what's important to us. And then we can actually get this Magician kind of in the upright. Remember when it was coming out, it came out sideways here, and then I had to like toss it again in order to get it to show up in the way that was going to make the most sense. So that means the Magician energy is ready to kind of move and progress. It's ready to, we have the abilities to progress the situation that we want in the way we want to. We have that power and ability here. And where the mentor kind of comes in here, right, is somebody that can show us this ability, help us give more confidence to ourselves, to the situation, to our own abilities, help us trust our intuition more over here with the moon energy. So whoever this person can be in your life, maybe you have to seek them out a little bit, but there is somebody who has the wisdom in this situation that's going to be beneficial to you. Somebody in this, during this month, that has the foresight, the I want to call it wise salt, because that's one of the cards in the alchemy deck here that's really potent for that sage person, that's shaman, that guide, that teacher, that mentor, right? This is all the different ways the mentor card can show up in our lives, all these different people. And there's somebody around you or that you can seek out to find this energy that can help you progress the situation, right? So maybe it might be therapy in this case, right? Whatever this Five of Cups energy that really hurt us, that feels like it was a setback, that helped, like, that gave us a lot of disappointment here, going through that journey process, maybe with a therapist or somebody like that, psychologist, even talking to just a friend, maybe a parent, working through that situation, right? So you can get all those pieces in order, figure out what you're actually feeling, honor said feelings, then we can actually progress and move past. And that no longer ends up blocking this magician energy to manifest this Ace of Cups over here. So the progression of that, right? So anybody can use a mentor at any point in their lives. The mentors come and go. Mentors change depending on the situations we need them at the time we need them. And we can always seek them out as well, right? Mentoring energy shows up in our life in many, many different ways. We can seek out mentoring energy with the internet, right? There's so many options and things available to us to show us, to teach us, to help us learn more about ourselves, learn about how we interact with ourselves and others, right? So YouTube videos, books, websites like Reddit, different things. There's people and masters and experts in their fields in these areas that can be very beneficial to help us progress whatever energy we're trying to work through here. But it takes a lot of openness. It takes a lot of self-mastery here, Libras, in order for you to maybe progress this energy if you're doing it in more of a solo way, right? Which is possible here with the Magician. This is a very powerful energy here. This is the Major Arcana. This is literally card number 1 right after the Fool. This ability to create life and whatever situations we want. So you have this ability to help yourself work through the situation if you're not seeking out a specific mentor person, an actual physical outside person. But that takes a lot of awareness and self-awareness in order to be honest with ourselves about what's happened to us, how we want to use what's happened to us in order for us to grow, how we want to use the situation that's happened to grow ourselves and our awareness and our own abilities. So it will just be easier to seek out a mentor person, somebody who can help you, because that takes a lot of the pressure off. You can just focus on the healing and the building self-awareness versus teaching yourself in the process as well. Teaching yourself how to be the one to help you process your emotions. If you just have somebody to help you do the processing, then you can actually just focus on the process versus teaching yourself how to do the process, doing the process, guiding yourself through the process, and then finishing the process at the same time. It takes out many steps. It takes out a lot of the emotional labor if you just have somebody there to help you with the situation. So talking to a friend, talking to a parent, talking to a therapist, a teacher, somebody you trust, right? Somebody who's been through a similar situation as you, that's can guide you through it to help you on your journey, so that way you can get to this Ace of Cups quicker over here. And with that energy coming in, with that energy and the ability to listen to our intuition, trust our mentors, use that mentors to help us work through this Five of Cups energy and get into this powerful Magician energy, we end up with the Ace of Cups here. Brilliant new opportunities in just both life in general, and then especially in the realms of emotions, right? The opportunity to have maybe a new relationship that wasn't there before, as we're working through this energy, right? This ability to open ourselves up to lots more love and compassion and very beautiful, positive energy. Look, there's like a heart in the middle of that cup there, right? At the middle of the heart space. So beautiful heart energy, that beautiful energy coming out of the like heart chakra there, that green kind of healing energy. So with working through and trusting our emotions with the moon energy, processing the Five of Cups energy, leading to an open heart again in the long run with all this beautiful love and emotions to give others as we keep ourselves full, keep ourselves positive, keep ourselves happy, and keep progressing our own energy so that we can give it freely and happily to others, because our cup is full, so then we can give the excess energy to others that need it as well. And then eventually this process comes full circle, right? And then you can be the mentor to somebody else in the same situation. You can be the mentor offering this love and understanding and compassion to somebody else who's going through the same situation you went through, and mentoring them through the process. And then it comes full circle where the student becomes the teacher, and this feeling gives you even more love and compassion for yourself and for others, because you are able to be of service and help others in that situation as well, and have this really, really powerful magician energy present in your life that continues to give Ace of Cups opportunities. So Gemini, Libra. I'm sorry, Libra. There is lots of opportunity for growth here for you in December. It looks like it's good energy kind of at the end of the year, as we're winding down a little bit into that winter energy here in the northern hemisphere. So we have that time of rest and recuperation that is happening. So it's a good time to dive deeper into these emotions, Libra, and figure out who you are, what it means, having that process of listening to ourselves and our intuition with a mentor energy to help us out as we learn and progress and build up this very powerful creative manifestation energy with Ace of Cups opportunities that'll come with the new year, okay? So lots of good big energy coming up for you, Libra. We just got to work through a little bit of the emotions, these sticky things over here that have been holding us back for a little bit in the month of November, potentially, as we work through whatever process that is now into December. But it'll clear up a lot and bring you lots of power and emotional stability if we can work through that and then get to this Ace of Cups energy, okay? Brilliant, beautiful Ace of Cups here. That is lots of beautiful, positive energy for you, okay? So Libra, that is what we have going on for December here, okay? So I hope you have a wonderful month. I will see you again in January, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a good one. Bye. Hello to the Aquariuses of this group. So we got the Mentor out and we got the Moon out. So now we're going to get a 3-card spread from the Light Seers Tarot to see how this energy breaks down specifically for you, Aquarius. So let us get started. I'll pop these up a little bit here. Pull out our cards. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we're going to get 3 cards to see how we can expand this energy, what energy is going on specifically for Aquarius for December 2022 with regards to the Mentor and the Moon. So Aquarius, December 2022. Thank you. How do you want that? Oh, nope, not like that. Okay. Nope. Sideways still? Okay, cool. So that is the 4 of Wands. Card 2, please. That's too many cards. Card 2, please. Okay, on top, since we did a reveal. And then card 3, please. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, Aquarius here, let's see. Pull this down. So again, you don't ever have to take this as like past, present, future, like this past, present, future, anything. This could be just specific situations. I usually read the cards, all 3 cards in the theme cards as a whole here. So we got the 4 of Wands as card number 1 here, the first card that came out. So this is this card here, and it came out kind of sideways, so we're upright or reverse. We don't know for sure yet. We have the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. So that's this card. And then last card is the 4 of Swords in the upright. That's our 3 cards for you, Aquarius. Let's get a little bit deeper look at everything now, okay? So Aquarius here, what it feels like going on for December of 2022 for you is definitely feels like we need to come to a pause here. We need to straighten this out a little bit. The cards aren't straight, but the camera is straight, so we're gonna fix that. There we go. We're being asked to take a breath, take a pause, take a respite here, because we have a lot of energy that is, it's not quite like a stall or like stagnation here, but it does take, like, it feels like we're at like a stoplight, right? Where it's like, okay, take that pause here, take a breath, let's stop, let's look at things, make sure we're in the spot that we would need to be in, especially with the 4 of Wands coming out in the reverse here, right? It's 4 of Wands is usually things being very prosperous, things moving at the right timing in a very passionate kind of creative, like, oop, yep, this is cool, this is what we're supposed to be doing way. But with it kind of coming out sideways here, not quite reversed, not quite in the upright, that's where this pause really feels like it's happening here, where it's like, okay, things are not fortuitous, but not like bad, like at the same time, where it's like, okay, we're in between. Or it's like, okay, hey, nothing's perfect, the timing's not perfect, but it's not bad either. And especially like a Six of Pentacles and the Four of Swords out, right? Six of Pentacles really telling us to like pause, looking at our finances, our physical reality and everything, making sure things are balancing out how they're supposed to be, that we are giving as much as we're taking, giving enough to ourselves as well. And then the Four of Swords, of course, we can even just see it in the card itself here. So I'm playing with like a little bit of clay to help with the channeling here. Our Four of Swords here, this is a much nicer looking Four of Swords than you might see in other decks, where we look like we're in a nest here and we're resting and we're trying to like take care of our heart. We're getting that respite in that we really need to help reconfigure everything, to help everything settle back down, to get the rejuvenation we need, because we need that pause and relaxation in order to help heal everything and pay attention to deeper things that might be going on with ourselves. That's this moon energy here, our intuition, our deeper feelings. The moon and the zodiac being like our moon sign being who we really feel we are truly deep down. The moon representing our emotions, our internal world or internal self here. So with all these cards in kind of talking about a pause state, that tells me that with the moon here, we really need to be looking deeper into ourselves and into our intuition and our feelings to kind of figure out where we need to take care of ourselves here, where we need to have this breath and pause in, where we need to mentor ourselves and take care of ourselves a little bit more in order to keep progressing in the energy forward, right? If we have the Six of Pentacles out with things being very prosperous and what's the word I want for that? Where was it? A very discerning energy with the Six of Pentacles, where it's like, hey, we're trying to figure out what we're doing next. We're trying to figure out how we are structuring things moving forward as we've been building our world out and everything. And the Four of Wands being this really great foundation to build this new thing and solid thing on as we're moving forward, and being a very creative, celebratory energy at the same time. Look at the flow and the movement of this, the kind of like partying celebration aspect that's happening with the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands really building that foundation for a better life for ourselves in whatever capacity we're looking at in terms of career, family structure, that relationship, however those pieces are kind of laying out here, right? But we need the time, and here in December it looks like, to take that breath, take that pause. We're at that stoplight, so we need to like look around, make sure we are driving in the direction we want to be going in, that we have everything we need with us in the car. So we can stop at the store if we forgot something, or if there's something super, super important, we can turn back around and restart at that point. We can pull back if we need to in order to progress forward again in the correct manner. And with that all showing up here, especially with the mentor, we might be getting advice to doing these things with this mentor figure. Somebody feels like is kind of like telling us to do this, where it's like, hey, it's especially with like this time of year, right, in the Northern Hemisphere with winter and post Thanksgiving, working to Christmas, post Christmas and everything, where there's not a ton of opportunity to progress big goals, to like get that big project done or anything like that. There's lots of people taking time off to be with family, to be with friends, to have this rest at the end of the year here after working really, really hard. So it's not a time, it feels like, to put in a ton of work again. The foundation's already here. We've already built the foundation we need to start creating these newer things. So right now it's a time to take that pause and look at everything we've already built, look at everything we've already created here, and like give ourselves some grace and time to rest, because we've done a lot of work already. We put in a lot of time and work here, Aquarius, and you deserve to reward yourself for that. You deserve to take that breath and relax a little bit. It's not every single day needs to be nose to the grindstone, go, 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 go. And the times where we rest and rejuvenate ourselves are just as important, frankly, if not more so, in order to be able to keep that pace up in the long run. That's how we keep ourselves from burning out here. So taking the time to be with friends, to enjoy a good meal, maybe enjoy a glass of wine, something like that. Going to that holiday party, that's that small intimate gathering with those friends and family here, relaxing, in this like nest, kind of being a little bit more introverted, hermiting at home a little bit, being cozy on the couch, reading like a book with tea. That kind of energy here is going to be just as important for your overall health and well-being, to keep up a good pace in the future into the next year here with January, to keep building all these things that we have laid the groundwork for this foundation for. So if you have a figure in your life, a mentor kind of person saying, hey, time, take a breath, take a rest, take a breather. Let's go do something fun for a minute. Let's go out and explore, do this thing or whatever, and it feels like into your intuition, your intuition's whispering you, hey, that sounds really nice, that sounds really cool, I want to do that. Listen to it. It's going to be really important for you to listen to it, because it's only with the time away from these projects, right, where we can build back up our creativity, we can build back up our energy and enthusiasm for the projects we've been doing, the things we want to accomplish. We can be going after our goals, right? But if we don't take the time to pause and relax and take a breath, we're going to lose the reason why we're working so hard in the first place. And we don't want to do that. And then that is where this Four of Swords energy can turn a little bit more to its shadow side, where it's like, okay, hey, no, you're getting forced to relax. You're getting forced. This is when you get sick, when something goes wrong potentially, or something like forces you to slow down if you don't take the opportunity to do it yourself. If you don't take the opportunity presented to slow down, then the universe kind of forces it on you in a less fun way, potentially, where we see with the normal Four of Swords, the swords kind of hanging out over the top, right? They have the potential to hurt more versus to offer this healing, right? We see with the Four of Swords here, and the thread kind of working its way through with the heart, the weaving and connecting to our deeper feelings and deeper self, which is this moon energy as well, right? Just I've been talking so much, so it's kind of feels like that energy too, where it's just go, 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 go. So it's like me just talking constantly, where I'm like, okay, let's take a breath here. Let's take a pause. Let's deep breath in, breath out, and just pause for a second so we can like look at everything that we have going on, right? We can take a breath, take a look at what's kind of taking place, right? I'm drawn now as I'm looking and having taken this breath, where it's like, okay, we've got a bird, we've got an owl here, right? I don't think owls quite nest the same way like this nest is showing down here with the Three of Swords, but the feeling of that nesting, that coming back to the nest, coming back to these things that make us feel at home in ourselves, in our environment, is going to be important. So there's going to be opportunities here, it feels like, as well, to take care of kind of that home environment, where maybe you don't want to completely like stop doing things and take the rest in that regard, and by not doing anything, right, where you don't want to feel quote unquote lazy, but there's opportunities, instead of working on that like big work project that you can't like accomplish more on because nobody else is working right now, maybe you do something around the home, right? You do something around the house, or that other little project you've been meaning to do, where it's like, okay, you've been meaning to go through your clothes and get rid of some stuff, right? That's a good opportunity to do those things. Working back into the home and the pentacles here, the pentacles being our physical reality, those other pieces of home and life and family at the same time, those earthly energies, which is what the pentacles represent, pulling back into those things and seeing where you can take care of yourself in all those regards, diving deeper into the intuition and the feelings and the emotions there. The moon is a very mothering energy too. It is the mother of the zodiac, so offering that mothering energy to yourself and taking care of the home, taking care of your loved ones, is going to be beneficial for you as well. And that just strengthens your foundation over here with the Four of Wands. That makes the foundation stronger and able to withstand more when eventually we put it back under stress, make it load bearing again as we go into the new year and work towards these bigger thoughts and ideas and goals we might have here with the Six of Pentacles, and when it is in the upright. It feels like for you, Aquarius especially, it's like you've been going pretty hard all year, or for however long a period of time. There's been a lot of energy and work that you've been putting into something. And now it's like, okay, it's time to just let that be for a moment. We might not be at the point where you're enjoying the fruits of your labor yet, so to speak, or maybe we are. That's why this Four of Wands card is also a card of celebration. But there needs to be a time to reevaluate things as well, to take that pause in order to reevaluate. So you can look over the work you've already done and then reevaluate your goals, make sure they're still aligned with what's already happened, what's been done. You've learned new things through this situation, right? So then maybe you have better insights that you didn't have when you first created this idea, this project, this goal, or whatever you've been working on. And now we can, with this time to sit back and rejuvenate and everything, we can actually look back over what we've done with better insight, better knowledge, better overall vision and sight, right? And then we can progress forward in the best manner as well once we're ready to restart, okay? That's what this feels like for me, kind of the energy we're getting. It's definitely an energy that's been... The energy of like respite, taking a break, taking a breather, taking rest has been very present for lots of groups. It feels like lots of people right now, and it makes sense for the time of year we're in. It's just part of the cyclical nature of the seasons with us in the Northern Hemisphere here. For those that are, the time to rejuvenate and rest comes with winter as we prepare again for spring. So we're getting all those pieces in place. Maybe we're doing all that internal work in the house, in the den, right? In the nest here, we're doing all that internal work. So then when spring comes again and we're venturing back outside, we have the home situated in the way we want. That's going to be beneficial for us and support us as we're venturing outside the home with this mentor energy, diving into bigger goals and projects so we can continue forward in a very strong manner here. So my Aquariuses, that's what I got for us for December of 2022. Mentor energy doesn't feel as strong for you as compared to the other Air Zodiac signs. The mentor is really strong, but if you have that mentor figure in your life, somebody who is telling you to rest, I'm agreeing with them in this case, for you to take that time to take a breath and breathe in as you're transforming through with this moon energy for Luna here. It's a very good energy, just a very calm energy. Again, it just feels like a pause. It doesn't feel like the energy is stagnating or stopping or anything like that. It just kind of feels like we're at like a stop sign or a stoplight before we go again. So this is what we got for December. I hope you have a wonderful month. I'll see you again in January. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time, Aquarius. Bye.